fucking play. 48 minutes all night. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, just the guys. Every single guy in that team made it the experience that it is. It's not winning the games, it's the community behind us and the guys on that team.
I think just the moment of winning it, just like realizing that we just did it and looking around and seeing the teammates that, you know, you've been playing with forever and that you've worked so hard, and just thinking about all the hard work that you put in, just every rep, every snap was just for that moment, and it was just amazing. So
it's really just the guys. We were brothers, and it was so fun, you know, playing with everybody, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, the brotherhood in football, I guess people wouldn't expect it how it is, but it's there, and it's huge in Hutch. Like this last year, every time in school we saw someone, hey, how's it going? Give them a hug in the hallways even, and just talk to them for 5 minutes out of their day, and it was just different. And going to US Bank, and after the game, after winning it all, after seeing the progress we went through all season long, it's just unbelievable that we'll never see those guys again. But at the same time, it's look at where we've came, and it's just crazy. We did it. We did it. That's all we had to say is we did it, and we're there.
if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again. See that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got no soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting on me and win a synonym. So if I ever win again, it's no I did the minimum. I didn't have to sell my soul. Oh, yeah. Please don't play no games with me. It was never about the fame to me. They needed the best, so they came to me. Whoa. Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who bring the vibe, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. My girl so proud of your boy when they ask, is that your man? Yeah, that's me. And if I'm taking a shot, I don't miss. Who knew I would be at the top like this? And no one made my goals for me, but I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, cause it's the path that God chose for me. So even if some doors close for me, I still won't let y'all close to me. So please step back where you supposed to be. Put the game all on hold for me, and sit back, watch me roast the beat. It's in my genes, I'm better than them, and I know my flow too sick, I got the medicine. I'm way at the top, who could take my place? I went too hard, can't feel my face. Who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who bring the vibe, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. Whoa. Yeah, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who that chillin' at the top, tell them, yeah, that's me. Yeah, yeah, tell them, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm chillin' at the top, ooh, yeah, that's me.
You know, winning a state championship, you feel a lot of emotions afterwards. You're so excited for yourself and for your teammates and for your community, but at the same time, you kind of feel, you know, the end is near, and it kind of makes you sad that, you know, you're happy it happened, but you're sad it's gone. That's mainly what you feel.
Yeah, it was kind of surreal. It didn't really hit me right away. It took a little bit, but like once you just look at your teammates and you realize that you're in US Bank Stadium and half the town, if not more, is watching you, and it's just amazing, and it's so special, and I know that I'll remember it for the rest of my life, and I'm just so proud of myself and others that we got to do that. So.
Yeah, and I grew up with these guys, and most of these people I've been friends with my whole life, so to know that this is the end, but it also, you know, has a great ending too. I mean, it's just amazing.
I love them. I love every one of those guys out there, even from scout team to starters. I just love all you guys, and it was a bond that's never going to be taken apart, and we're going to remember that forever.
You're right. Every year is different. Every year is special in its own way. And this year was no different than that. There were so many things and stories and memories that this team had, and it was. And I hope that the boys will say this too. It was a joy going to practice, and practicing football is hard. You know, it is. It's hard. There's nothing like the lights of Friday night when you get out there. But there was a true joy in just hanging out. And, you know, at the beginning of the year, you know, you don't think to the day after Thanksgiving. You think about it, but it's a long way off. And a lot of things have to happen, and then to be there and get there, and then be standing there and looking up at the clock, and there's 4 minutes to go, and then thinking, by golly, I think we're going to pull this off. And then back to just watching, you know, turning around in the second quarter of the state title game, turning around to get a drink, and then looking up and seeing the town of Hutchinson. You know, and that's where the one town, one team, one dream comes, and just seeing it and going, yeah, this is real. This is not fake. This is real. And I think the kids started to believe, and I think they started to understand believing is a big part of it. A huge part of being successful and being a good team and caring about each other. You know, out there, no matter what, everybody brings something to the table, and then you know, being grateful for what people bring to the table, however big or small it is. Be thankful for that, and to show them that. And I think that's maybe one of the things that maybe would go unnoticed or goes unnoticed, is acting out on that, not just thinking it, but you know, acting out. When you get kids in the beginning of the year, you get all these boys, and you know, you give each other a hug, and right away, you know how a high school boy hugs. He kind of turns his head to the side and gives you one armor. They don't know. So we have the hug I love you drill. And we don't do it all the time, but kids match up and they give each other a hug and they say I love you. And by the end of the year, It was happening all the time. They were doing it all the time. Beginning of the year, you know, you have to demonstrate. Harley, come on, let's do it here. And you give each other a big hug, and you look each other in the eye and you say, I love you. And then when you see the boys all doing that at the end of the year, you think, yeah, our why is, that's our why. That's why we do this. And then you hope that, you know, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, that they can look back, whoever was involved can look back and say, boy, I'm glad I did that. I'm really glad I did that. It made me a better person in the long run, in the end.